Hello crafty friends, this is card 17 in Full Deck Challenge 2. The prompts are napkin, green, tab, numbers. I'm using two of the prompts in one item. I have this napkin which has the beautiful green leaves, one of my favorite at the moment, so I'll be using that. I have a piece of green fabric for my tab, and then I have some other little odds and ends that are of a green color that I may use. And then for number, I have this number printed on an old raffle ticket. To start, I'm going to add the napkin to the face of my card. I'm going to cut a section that I want to use, and I'm going to peel off the back layer. Sometimes napkins are triple ply, so remove both of the under layers. You want just the top layer so it's nice and transparent. I'm going to add this using Mod Podge. You could also use craft glue or gel medium. Also add some of your Mod Podge or glue over the top of the napkin once you have placed it down. This is just to make it a bit more sturdy if you're going to add any kind of wet medium later, and so that it's not so fragile as you're working on it. We're then going to dry it really well, and then we're going to trim off the excess napkin. I'm just using a scissors and cutting right against the edge. You can also tear it if you prefer more of a rustic look. I'm now going to use lots of different elements to make a embellishment stack for my focal point. I'm just going to use different bits of paper and different fabric. I like lots of texture. You'll need about 3 or 4 layers. Use whatever you have lying around. Cheesecloth is always a good idea. It is lightweight and transparent, and it does shape really well and has lots of frayed edges, so it gives lots of lovely texture. For my focal point, I'm going to use a piece of calico fabric and one of these floral rub-ons. These rub-ons are available from Taperlogy. They are super fun to use. You just cut them out and then rub them onto a piece of fabric or a piece of paper. I will put a link to the website with a discount code in the description box below. So just rubbing that on with a little paddle pop stick, and then you just remove the top layer. I'm going to tear the fabric so it has a nice rough edge, and it'll be my focal point. You can join the Full Deck Challenge at any time. There are hardly any rules, and it's just a fun way to try different techniques. If you're on Facebook, you can just join my group, search Full Deck Challenge group. All the tutorials for all the other cards that have been created are in the playlists on my YouTube channel. I have also added a piece of green thread scrunched up underneath my focal point. Once everything is in place, I'm going to secure everything down using my hot glue gun. You could also use craft glue if you prefer. I like using my hot glue gun for this part. You'll notice that last piece I've just stuck down is sticking up off the card. I like my things not always aligned with the size of the card. I like things sort of overflowing and overspilling over my pages and over my cards. That's a personal preference, and then I will balance that out on the top left when I apply my tag. Just a note, I did place a piece of double-sided tape on the calico on the underside before I applied the hot glue. That's just to prevent the hot glue from seeping through the fabric. I'm now going to add my little tab, just a piece of green denim fabric, and applying that also with the hot glue. I'm going to cut out the number from the old raffle ticket. I just love the way it is printed. It is sort of a little bit vintage, and I'm just going to attach that onto the side of my tab. As a finishing touch, I want to add a sentiment. I do like adding sentiments lately on my artworks, so I'm just going to add one and also attaching this with glue, only because although it's a sticker, it might not stick firmly on all the different layers. Here is a close-up of my card. I really hope you enjoyed watching me create it and were inspired to create your own. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.